take. So basically, y'all, I've had it with the BS. I've had it with the BS in America, in the UK too. I've had it with the BS. I'm so tired of being going through the microaggression. I'm tired of being, um, excuse me, confirmation. I'm tired of having to walk on eggshells with participating in groups. I'm tired of people setting rules for me because I'm African American, but not the same rules for other people. I'm tired of not being able to show my intelligence, but everybody else can. I'm tired of sharing my art in social groups and workshops and having to apologize because I know what I did and I'm brilliant. I'm done, y'all, and it's a wrap. Okay? I'm going on to live as a hermit, a cliche hermit. You know, the cliche definition of a hermit. That's what I'm gonna do till I die. I'm good. I don't want a bunch of friends. I don't even want one friend. I'm good, y'all. I can't wait till my roster is done. I have these groups on my roster that I already paid to be in. I'm gonna go to these groups for the next 2 weeks. I'm not saying nothing. I'm not sharing no work. I'm not talking nothing. And once I'm done, I'm not joining no more groups. I'm not joining no more. I don't care if they're for writing, art, spiritual. I don't care. I'm done. Anything that I want to know, I'm going to the books. Anything that I want to know, I'll pay for a course that I can take by myself. If I can't take the course by myself, I'm not taking it. I've had enough with being microaggressed, attacked in group after group after group after group after group. Video after video after video after video on these platforms. I've had it. America's going to miss out on me, on my live participation. America's going to get my stuff for sale, but it's no longer getting my live participation in these social artistic groups or church groups or spiritual groups out here. No more live participation. I'm tired of people being triggered by the fact that I'm a natural African American woman and it's irritating their demons and disturbing their comfort level. That's not my problem. I don't have to make people more comfortable with their self-hate and their coonery. I'm not here to make people comfortable with that. I'm tired of fighting. I'm tired of fighting the passive aggressive racists and the coons in every group I go into. I'm fighting one or the other. A coon, I'm keeping it real. A coon or a self-hating person of color or low-key racist people. I'm tired of dealing with it. I'm going to go ahead and be a hermit. I'm very talented, borderline a genius in my craft. I don't need no groups. When they ask me questions about my work, I share how I did it. I share what my inspiration was, and what happens? People get triggered. It's like they don't want me to share that I know what I'm doing. It's like America wants black people to not be aware of their gifts. They want to say, oh, you got lucky. But then when we show that we're not lucky at what we do, that we know what we're doing, all of a sudden, here comes the microaggression. Every time a female black artist shows they know what they're doing, that they knew how they created their art, they are attacked. They want us to feel that when we create something great, we just got lucky. God just suddenly blessed us. That we was just allowed a second into the room of abundance and we got lucky. That's not normal what we normally do this great. Me creating great work, writing is normal. It's an everyday thing for me. And I'm tired of having to apologize because it is. I'm sick and tired of it. I'm sick and tired of people being irritated because they can't find one thing about me that's catering to this misogynist America into this racist country. They can't find it in my hair. They can't find it in my voice. They can't find it in my art. They can't find it in my social skills. They see I'm not catering to this toxic society. So they get irritated and their comfort levels are disturbed. They get exposed for their low self-esteem and their self-hate. It gets too exposed, so they hate me even more. I'm done with it. And I feel like this. If somebody want to learn from me, just go to the library and check out my book. Go to Amazon and buy it. I'm done. All my generosity was sharing my work and helping people understand how I wrote the stuff. Willing to share. Knowing that people are going to learn from my greatness. Willing to share for free and still did not get respected repeatedly in these workshops. So I'm joining the Black woman rest area of I'm stonewalling this country. I'm stonewalling. You don't want me to stonewall? Go get my books and we'll talk. Go buy my product and I won't stonewall. That's how I'm going. I'm a stonewalling hermit from here on out. Here on out. The only way somebody can prove to me that they for me is if they got my work. I don't care if you say you like me. I don't care if you say you team black or you team black woman or you team black poet or you team black artist or you team black church person. I don't care if you say that. You show me through supporting my craft. If you don't support it, then I don't care. Keep your distance. I'm going to stay here as a hermit. I'm done. I'm seriously done. I'm not going shopping with nobody. I'm not going to no holiday events. They could dismiss me New Year's, Valentine's Day, Christmas. I don't want to be around nobody. I don't want to see nobody. I just want to be alone with my art, with God, my spirit, and my peace. That's what I want to do from now on. If I go out for drinks, I'll go alone. If I want to go to karaoke, I'm going alone. If I want to go here and dance, go dancing, I'm going alone. I got protection. I'm going to be okay. And if I wanted the people to get hurt in the nightclubs, God made a decision, so be it. I'm rolling by myself. I'm so tired of the toxic competition in the African American community, the coons that's sitting up there catering to the racism, and the racist people that's acting like they're not racist when they know damn well the way they isolate you, the way they do microaggression speaks volumes of their racism. They know that it do. So I don't want nothing to do with nothing that is the common thing in America. What's common is sitting in social groups online. What's common in America is these social art groups where everybody's trying to prove that they one of the chosen artists. I'm done with it. I'm done. Doing my books in private and peace without somebody gaslighting me about my level or about how I was able to do it. I'm done. And it's a shame because a lot of people are going to miss out. I call myself trying to contribute to the writing community, bringing my extremely talented butt to these groups without being paid, sharing my work, showing how I did it, willing to share a little bit how I did it for free. And what do I get? Disrespect. I was in this group about 20 minutes ago. I was only allowed to talk for a minute. And all the white people were able to talk for 10 minutes. They were able to talk on and on about their writing. When I went to share the truth of why I wrote a certain line in my work, about how I like to be able to connect with feminine energy in social groups, talking and getting knowledge, and how I felt comfortable, how normally I don't feel comfortable saying that because society makes me feel like I'm not allowed to have friends, I'm not allowed to fit in. She gonna say, oh, that's a culture thing. I looked at that African lady like, no, it's a society thing. Society makes me feel like I got to sit in the corner and keep my mouth shut and speak only when spoken to. I told that African lady, society makes me feel that way. But she gonna say my culture. I'm so sick and tired of everybody that's non-black thinking they can tell black people what our culture is. Shut the fuck up and stop telling us what is affecting us. We will tell you. We will tell you what we got going on in our black homes. We will tell you. I'm so tired. Random people trying to tell us what we mean by our own work. When you ask an artist about their work, you let them tell you. You don't tell them about what they got from their own art. And that's what this African lady did. She said, so it's a cultural thing that makes you feel like you can't speak in social groups. I looked at her like, no, it's an American thing, bitch. It's a society thing. It's not a black group thing. It's not a black family thing. It's not a black culture thing, bitch. It's a society thing. She didn't want me to say that society because she was trying to not lose the white people that was in her group. She was trying to make them feel comfortable. She was trying to not irritate them. Meanwhile, she didn't care about my comfort level. And we both sitting up there dealing with similar issues in society. Then she let the white people in the group write for 20 minutes and I got only 5 minutes. Y'all tell me why this African lady let these white people, I got it on videotape, let these white people keep their cameras off when the rules said they got to be on camera. But she let these white people be off camera the whole time, writing when the time was up. We all got 5 minutes to write. That's all we all got in the group on the prompt. Yet these white people wrote for 20 minutes with their cameras off. And she still allowed them to read and get feedback. I mean, I was like shocked. I'm like, I was about to say, excuse me. Didn't you say we all got to be on camera? That's the rule? Why is the white people not allowed to be on camera? How come they can have their camera off? I started to ask the African lady that. I started to ask her, how come they was able to write with their cameras off for additional 20 minutes? But I couldn't. Like, I'm trying to understand that. This is what I just went through. And I love it when they love to say, no, I didn't. I always say, I got it on videotape, bitch. You gonna sit up here and lie and say you did not give those white people a pass? You did not let them break the rules? Bitch, I got it on tape. Don't sit up here and lie. Don't sit up here. Now what they're doing is not responding to their exposure. Now when you expose these self-hating black folks, people of color, these coons and racist people, when you expose them, they go silent. They won't respond. When you say, I got you on videotape, they say, because they don't want to incriminate themselves even more. They don't want to incriminate themselves. Well, good luck to them. They could go ahead and pay that $100,000 college loan to get to my level. They could have got to my level by respecting me in these workshops. That's what they could have did. People be burning bridges. People don't know that racism makes you burn bridges. You miss out on blessings in abundance. Self-hate and coonery, your coon shit, it makes you miss out on abundance. Somebody can be sitting there right there that can help you to another level. But your coon shit then blocks you. Telling you, man. Ain't nothing worse than a mother effing coon. Ain't nothing worse than a mother effing coon. I'll take any races on this earth. I'll take the Grand Dragon of the KKK before I will take a coon. We get rid of a lot of these coons and a lot of our problems will start to be solved. I'm so sick of them showing up, hosting workshops, acting like they for people of color, and then they flip right into the coon shit. Soon as a lot of white people show up, they flip right into the coon shit. And you be like, damn, boo. Like, you came in here like you was like, you wanted to treat us like we're equal, and then you flip right into coon shit soon as you saw 10 white people show up. I get more blindsided by these coons than the racist people. I can sense their energy coming a mile away, to racist people. But these coon people, they stay always trying to wear a mask and act like they ain't coons. And then flip them right into their coonship. But they want to invite us, right? The people they call field black people, they want to invite us to their workshops. They want us to bring our gifts, but they don't want us to bring our power. They don't want us to bring our self-esteem. They don't want us to bring our courage and confidence. They don't want us to bring our intuition. They want us to show up with our gifts, feed all of them with our intuition, make sure they level up while we just sit up there scared as hell, right? They want us to be mice while they be men, or they be the emperor. We be mice though. Right? No, I don't fucking think so. I'm talking to, and I'm gonna say that with the F word. I don't effing think so. If I'm not bringing mice shit, I'm not going to be a mouse in the room. I don't bring crumbs, so you're not treating me like a mother effing mouse. I don't bring leftover crumbs that ain't worth shit, so you're not treating me like a mouse. I'm so sick and tired of that. Stay trying to imitate us, I want to see how you wrote that because I want to write it, but I want you to sit there and act like you beneath me. Bitch, no, I'm not. Y'all better start, some of y'all black folks better be comfortable with letting people miss out on y'all. Start leaving these groups early, like straight hour early. I'm good, bye. Bye. So they know we don't need their ass. Black folks, y'all don't, if y'all are artists, y'all don't need nobody. God put books out here so you don't need they shit. For real. You can buy you a course and do that course by yourself. That's why I love those self-paced courses. You go ahead and do them in peace. When you leave the party early, you make people wonder what you was bringing to the table. And make them feel some type of way like, oh, they was foolish. If they would have been nicer, maybe they would have found out what I was bringing to the table. Ghosting makes people grow up. Ghosting people can help people grow. Ghosting social groups, ghosting spiritual groups, ghosting these artistic groups will put people in a place where they think that because of your race that you are so alone you can't make it without their shit. And when you leave an hour early, they have a wake-up call, don't they? It's a slap in their damn ignorant ass face like they deserve. Yo, I've been going off for the last week. I've been going off on this channel for over a week, and I'm going to keep going off. Because this racism and microaggression shit is happening day and night now. Now it's everywhere. Can't even go to a workshop without going through it. It's like, damn, I'm only here to write on a prompt, and bitch, you racist. Like, why are you bringing that in here? Damn, can I go into a writer's group for 20 minutes without these crazy people? Because that's what they are. These coonery, butt-kissing people and these racist people are the ones that's insane. Why don't we start classifying that as insanity? We need a special institution for these people. Because they drive insane people insane with their racism and they hate and their coonery. They the main ones sitting up there saying, Oh, I'm going through a lot, bitch. You going through exactly what you're supposed to go through. You're racist and you're a coon. They the main ones sitting in the dark, sad, crying, insecure, shitted on by their whole racist family members. They racist being pooped on by their racist family members. They're coons being trampled on by other coons. And they the main ones sitting there out of their damn mind, but trying to show up and trying to make you think you out of your mind because you sense the truth about their ass. Now we dealing with energy gaslighting. Now we dealing with people gaslighting energetically. Y'all, it's crazy. All this mediocre unite. Mediocre unite. I'm going to unite with you because you're white like me. And we just wrote some mediocre shit. But I'm going to go ahead and unite with you. Okay, how y'all getting ahead? How y'all getting ahead? If you both mediocre, neither one of you mother effers is getting ahead. So stop sitting up there saying, I'm supporting this other person. Me and this person going to isolate the black person because me and them are both white. But you both mediocre in your shit. How is that working out for you? I'm not teaming up with somebody all because they black. That's not enough for me to say, let's isolate everybody else and just be me and you against the world. No, it's me and you and your high value shit against the world. It's not, we're not going to both be mediocre and against the world. It's not going to work. That's why we got so many mediocre creators out here in their craft. Mediocre writers, mediocre. For years and years and years stuck on mediocre shit because they will not stop thinking that they going to get ahead somehow dealing with someone who's mediocre all because they're the same race. All because they're the same gender. Oh, you a man like me, we both men, let's go ahead and do this. Let's go ahead and let's F that woman over there because we both men here. We're going to do this. But you both of your shit stink. What you're doing stinks. So how you going to do it? How? Y'all, it's crazy. It's just, it's wild. And then they say, well, I've been stuck. I haven't been a master in my dreams in 10 years. I've been at this for 10 years and got nowhere. Oh, no, you did get somewhere. You got in the damn lane where your coonship and your bias and your racism was supposed to put you. You knew that you didn't connect with certain people because of their hair, because of their skin, because of their weight, because of their gender, because of their country. You knew. And all of that mindset kept you mediocre. I got people who won't even work with me because of my deep voice. Because of because how strong I am and passionate about justice. How confident I am, how bold I can be. Okay, then you go ahead and stay mediocre while I keep on being gifted in my craft. And a lot of people, I don't like your personality. You don't like my personality because you want somebody to cater to your raggedy ass, punk ass personality. That's what you want. Your personality is a straight up biatch. You're one of these bitch dogs out here that lick ass. So you don't like my personality because I don't cater to your weak ass personality. That's why. You come off too bold and too strong. No, bitch, you come off too weak. Get stronger and you won't have nothing to say about my strength. She too bold for me. She too sassy. She too smart mouth. She too quick to talk back. Bitch, I'm gonna keep on talking back. That's the beauty of being grown. I can talk back to hood and Timbuktu. That was the first gift that I got when I turned 18. Being able to talk the hella back anytime I feel like it. And if you don't like that shit, then you can go ahead and stay weak. I'm not tiptoeing around somebody else's weak ass personality, fragile ego, your insecurities about your damn coon shit. I'm a little insecure about my coon shit, but I need validation. Bitch, don't get validation for your coon shit here. Because I'm going to shit on it even more. I'm going to shit on it more than Harriet Tubman would shit on it. I'm going to come at you like a whole team of Harriet Tubmans on your coon shit. Your coon shit, because that's what it is. It's coon shit. But you're calling it coon shit. I'm going to shit on it even more. I can't stand no weak ass. I can't stand. I can't stand a weak woman. I cannot stand a weak woman of color. I'm not saying you got to be strong, but bitch, you better be always strong with these strangers, because half of them don't like your ass. You better off being strong with strangers. Send them to. I'm a soft woman. Why the fuck you being strong with a bunch of people who have told you countless times they don't like you at first sight? You sense the energy. The energy is so strong out here against your ass. So why you walking around here like I need to be soft? America owes your ass softness. You are owed a lifetime of softness, black woman. Like real talk. You get treated on worse when you soft. Come on now, you know you do. You show up, you say, okay, I'm going to go ahead and give them the likability that they want me to give. And I'm going to be a soft-ass black woman. And what happens? They treat you like you're a coon, don't they? They say, come on now, you in coon training now. They start testing to see if you're a coon under that softness. Yo. You soft. They say, let me see if you're a coon, though. I'm going to say some shit to sound real coonish, or I'm going to talk to you in a way to sound real coonish, because I want to see how, if your softness go to coon land. You know, like Looney Tune land, if like, you know, the movie Roger Rabbit, but I'm talking about coon land, not toon land. They want to see if you're from coon land. How soft do your energy go? Does it go as soft as that motherfucking dude from 12 Years a Slave who let them women get raped on them boats? Is you that soft? That's how they want to see. Soon as you say you soft out here as a black woman amongst complete strangers, they want to see if you're as soft as some of those people from 12 Years a Slave. They want to see that. I wonder why people needed this election. Didn't y'all sense the energy? It was hitting me like a tidal wave. Before this election, I would go in places and it would be like, boom, right at me. The hateful energy. Boom. They're like, people would act like the devil walked into Walmart. I walk up in the line, I can sense it like, ooh, this black woman probably gonna say something mean. She gonna be dangerous. She gonna be violent. All this hate and stereotype. It would smack me in my, I'd be like, damn, bitch, I just came for some bananas. You ain't that important up in Walmart. Really? Really? You think your ass is more important than this food up in Walmart? I'm not worried about you. Y'all, I used to be like, really? They coming with this energy up in Walmart. You need to be worried about these butt cheek showing people up in Walmart with their butt cracks out. You need to be worried about them and not worried about my black ass up in Walmart. You need to be worried about these people that's up in Walmart looking like something that the cat drug up from the sewer. You need to be worried about them and not worried about my black butt up in Walmart. That's minding my black butt food shopping business. People like, I didn't know that Miss V had so much activism. Yeah, y'all should have known that. Some of y'all should have known how some of the boldest shit I done said on this channel over the last 5 years. That's why they keep playing with this video. Because some of these coons, and some of these racist people that's watching me, some of them then went and told YouTube on me. Do you know that people have ran to YouTube and said that I'm a bully, that I'm mean, that I'm a negative person up on YouTube? They so triggered by the hardcore truth, so triggered, because they want me to be a view-thirsty black woman begging for likability and soft to the damn coochie. That's what they want me to be up on this platform. They don't want me to be strong as this 4C here. They want me to be soft, or else they run to YouTube. They did that to the peso man, was running to YouTube. Because he was calling the coons out and racist people out. He was calling it all out. Oh, now he mean. Oh, he mean. We need peso man off YouTube. They stupid as hell because now their channels went under too. The peso man was giving them traffic. Now that he gone, half of their channels are struggling. Half of them coons, they didn't even get the views that they got until the peso man started talking about them. Y'all, it's crazy as hell. Don't be strong as your voice. Don't be strong as your cheekbones, bitch. Don't be strong as your 4C hair with its silicone moisture. Don't be strong as that thick, robust booty that you got, that bull booty that you got, Mother Earth booty. Don't be strong as that. Don't be strong as the bottom of your feet, that project feet, that feet where you can run over bricks all day and barely get a crack. That black person feet. Don't be strong with that feet. Don't be strong as them damn toenails when you over 40. That's what they're telling us. I'm going to be strong as all the shit. I'm going to be strong as these damn toenails now that I'm smacking 50 on the butt. That my estrogen ain't so high that my shit weak. I'm going to be strong as these two big ass teeth that my ancestors, 8 feet tall ancestors gave me. I'm going to be strong as my canine teeth. When I bite that unripe apple. When I pick an apple fresh off the teeth and I bite the fuck out of it. I'm going to be strong as that. Y'all black women think it's weak to be strong. No, it ain't. Now y'all see. Y'all was on this soft trend. Look what they did. They fucked you in the ass with this election and laughing about it. They laughing about it because y'all asses was sitting up there like, I'm going to be soft. I'm going to go here. I'm going to go. And you know they have yet to show you. And since the 1970s, that's how many years? A lot of years. That they don't care for your ass. And you still walking around here soft. You're still letting them tell you to smile. Smile, black woman. You have a reason to be happy. Life is working out in your favor. Stop frowning. Stop the bitch face. Now y'all see. Y'all stopped the bitch face. And what happened? Y'all became the bitches. I'm talking real talk. Black women, y'all was walking out here smiling up the storm, all because of the trend. Don't have a bitch face. Don't have a bitch face. It's not cute. Brown women always have a bitch face. You know why brown skinned women always have a bitch face? Because y'all always treating us like we bitches. That's why. Slamming doors, letting doors slam on our face, treating me like a bitch. That's why I already see it coming. I can count on one hand how many times a stranger has held a door open for me since I've been showing my 4C here. The more black I get, the more fucking ignorant this world get towards me. When I was imitating a white woman, doors flew open for me. Now these damn doors shut so fast in my fucking face. So yeah, I'm gonna walk around with the strongest bitch face that I can possibly put on. Cause I know you wanna slam that door on my bare ass black woman 4C heaven ass face. I know you wanna do it. I ain't got one damn compliment from a black man about my bare face out in the street. I've been natural since 1997. I was natural then I stopped being natural. I went natural again. 2014, hardcore natural. And the coon attacks got worse. The dirty looks from the black community got worse. The racism got worse. The more and more I was made to feel the tiptoe in the work. Tiptoe in the work. Tiptoe. You breaking the law. Loving being a black woman. You breaking the law, I'm telling you. And now y'all know. Now y'all know. And y'all want to act like y'all ain't know this shit before the election. Y'all know damn well y'all got men falling at y'all feet, white, black, Chinese, soon as you walking around with some fake ass Italian hair on your head, with them 2-strand twists gelled the fuck up. You know, all of a sudden, the coon ship ain't that bad towards you. They're a little bit nicer. They take they time to coon attack you. You know this shit. You know it. When your true bone and face and genetics can show, because you ain't all makeup up, you ain't got a lot of makeup on, they treat you like shit. Because let me tell you, makeup don't improve a black woman that much. Maybe a tiny bit. If you a black woman, you ain't getting better with no motherfucking makeup on. Stop thinking you are. No, you look ridiculous. You look ridiculous. As far as you really could go with some makeup is some damn lip gloss, lipstick. That's it. Don't go no further, or you are literally oppressing your powerful genetics. You don't see no makeup on these trees. You can't go out there and color these trees. They're not gonna look that good. You a motherfucking tree, black woman. Accept it. The color's supposed to be in your hair. Ribbons and bows and laces and shit. But no, it's not supposed to be all up on your face. You don't see a bunch of color. You don't see no clown shit growing in no tree hole. You don't see it. Y'all. You're living in delusions. You're living in delusions. The man that's for you, he's 1 in a million now. 1 in a million now, woman of color. And he gonna choose you. He gonna choose you looking as earth as God meant for you to look. He gonna choose you 4C waking up in the morning shit. When you woke up, before you got to go ahead and shine it up with some oil sheen. He gonna choose you like that. He gonna choose you with your bare face. He gonna choose you. He gonna think you just as fine with the same damn hairdo like the white man think about his white woman. The white woman don't gotta go to the salon to be fine. He say, you wake up, white woman, you look good. All you did was comb your little hair and we ready to go. There's a man out there that will choose you too, woman of color. And if you don't meet him, there's other shit you can do. You can still survive in this world, making your mark and being of service. You can still spoil your damn self. You can still give yourself the life of your dreams. You can still do it. The time, if you're a woman of color, the time you thinking some man gonna ride in on his horse and rescue you, that shit is played. So stop buying wig after wig after wig, makeup after makeup after makeup, thinking, oh, one of them's gonna choose me finally. Bitch, they ain't chose you barefaced and you find her barefaced. There ain't no such thing as an ugly black woman. Every one of y'all is fine as hell without that makeup on. I'm seeing it with my own eyes. When I see some of y'all without that makeup on, I'll be like, whoa. When I be seeing black women without makeup on, I be like, whoa. There's a couple times I actually said it like, Wow, damn, your bones and everything is like bad as hell. So if a man ain't choosing you with your bare ass bones, why do you think that that guy is really something you by God and he chose you with some fake hair and some makeup on? You think God wants you to be fake before he sends you a real male? No, 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 no. Some of y'all know damn well y'all want to step out of bed and just be loved. Y'all know y'all want to. Y'all know y'all want to step out of bed and say, I don't want to have to run for makeup. I don't want to have to run for wigs and weaves. I don't want to have to fix my weave. I know y'all want to do that. Why are you oppressing that? Just do the shit. And somebody that's meant for you in your heart will choose you. Fakery leads to more fakery. That's something I learned. The more you fake with your genetics, you'll be fake in other areas of your life. Your personality will start to come off fake. You'll start being fake to people. It'll be just who you are. You're just a fake person. Hi, everybody. Y'all never know what I'm going to talk about. Being a coon is a trap. Being coonish is a trap. How many beautiful coons have y'all seen? I mean, I'm just saying, keeping it real. I mean, I'm just saying, you look at the coonish people, it looks like they've been ran over, ran down, slaved out, dried up. They look like all the years of their life has been stolen from them. They look like they've been sleeping with a time bandit, the devil all day. So why do y'all think, why do some of y'all think it's an improvement being in that, switching into that coon energy? Do you know that changes your metaphysical self? Some of y'all like, I can't manifest. I can't manifest. You switching into somebody fake that don't got what you got. A coon don't got what you trying to get. A coon don't. I'm telling you. A coon is made to believe they have more. When there's a ceiling. There's a ceiling for their manifestation. The ceiling is the limit, not for you. They got to wait around to have some strange person decide whether they're going to go beyond the ceiling. Now, why would you want to be a coon? A coon sits around and waits for permission. Waits for some validation before they will do something that's good for them. That's good for them. I want to trigger people. I want some of y'all in the black community to be triggered. Start looking, say, have I been a little bit of coonish? And don't lie. Everybody think that coons is just the people from the slave movies that say, yes, master. No, coon is a way of acting when you know that you are in situations dealing with people who are oppressing you and you're like, I'm good. I'm just going to go along with it. I'm good. Okay. You're not speaking what you want to speak. You're not doing what you want to do. You walking on eggshells. Coon. And I'm sick of running into them. I'm tired of joining these workshops, trying to support the community of color, and the people that's in there is what? Hosting it coons. They looking to see how many white folks in there, and then their whole energy change. I'm like, really? Really? Let's keep it real. The popular votes that Trump won is because we had some coons. Yeah, we did. Yeah, we did. Coons thought America was great. Y'all can't. Coons thought America was great back in the 1950s. They was happy to get them top dancing for the crumbs. Yeah. They thought it was great. They thought it was great. They was just happy for what they could get. I'm just getting by. America's great. I got the slave master, got my back. America is great. I could, I'm looking a lot like the white women. America is great. I'm able to be the assistant of the white woman. America is great. There's nowhere in hell that a non-coon person would ever think the 1950s were great. Really? Did anybody hear Malcolm X say it was great? Did anybody hear Malcolm X say it was great? Woo, child. It was great because you could walk around with a perm and you could say, I got a perm in my hair and I don't have to love my hair and I don't have to love what God gave me. It's great. This is some great times. It wasn't even great in the 90s. Oh, it was real cooned up in the 90s. The coon shit went to a whole nother level in the 90s. Whole nother level. Them perm boxes were flying off the shelf. They were flying off. The self-hate was so strong, it was ridiculous. No one would be caught dead looking like this. No one would be caught dead. Okay? If you went to high school with an afro, you would get bullied to the wall. People was growing up as a coon in training. There's a lot of coons on this channel too. We'll talk. I be picking up some low key coon shit from people on this channel who sit up there, want to be like, "Oh, Miss V, your hair is so gorgeous." Soon as I put 2-strand twist in my hair, but soon as I show up with my 4C, they don't got nothing to say. It be the same damn people. I be like, you know what? You a coon and don't even know. Sometimes people can be blind coons. They can be blind. They don't even know. It's just their normal. It's normal to them. It's just straight up normal. Y'all, it's crazy. It's scary to see how many black people is under mind control. That's scary. Like, woo, child. Your mind is that far gone from your ancestors that you are under mind control and don't even know that you are. Don't even know that you are. That is scary. And it's like a lot of people of color don't even know. I mean, it's wild as hell, y'all. And it's gotten to a point where it's becoming a disease. I'm sorry, y'all. Self-hate in the black community is contagious now. It's a disease. It's an epidemic. It's like, nah, get away from me. If I see that you trying your hard to look like some other race and that you're real coonish, you infected, baby. You infected. Like, there's some sort of demonic energy going on and you need to get away from me. It is no longer like, okay, the black community is toxic. No, it is infected. It has an infection of a demon of strong self-hate. Strong. Shoot, I heard the demon trying to come for me. I said, stop trying to give me self-hate. You mad because I'm saving a lot of time not dealing with you. Let me tell y'all something. Self-hate is a huge waste of time. You think you're getting ahead. You're like, well, I'm meeting European standards, so I'm getting ahead. But the time, you're sacrificing the time. If you think these white women is waking up spending 6 hours on their hair, no. They go to the salon. They spend an hour and a half in a salon chair a month, and that's it. They might spend an hour roller setting their hair or an hour curling their hair. That's it. They're not sitting there with steamed hot presses, root stimulation, 2-strand twist gel, lock cream. Oh, come on, y'all. Y'all act like, I don't understand why black people act like they ain't gonna die. Like, don't you know that you're in line for death? So stop wasting your time running from self-hate. Face it and get rid of it. Self-hate is a time thief. Time thief. Y'all, I've had so much extra time this week. The last 2 weeks from like, I'm good. Like, I'll sponge twist my hair. This sponge here saves me 6-7 hours of hair time. I kept thinking, y'all, I was still in that mindset. I was like, damn, I gotta put 6-7 hours aside for hair care. And I said, no, I don't. Because I don't even, my time is more important. And I said to myself, oh, the hell with that. What? Because I want a compliment? Ain't nobody coming in with no cash money because I got 2-strand twist in my damn hair. Like, y'all. It's real sad, y'all. I can understand if you want your hair straight sometime because you think it saved time. But it really don't save that much time. It don't. People be lying. Oh, I straighten my hair because it saved time. No, the hell it don't. It don't save more time being natural. I know. Because what I did, it took me 20 minutes. 20 minutes this morning. I literally just sprayed my hair with a milk detangler spray, and then airflow picked it out a little bit, finger picked it, and I did like that. That's it. The reason why people think that natural hair take more time is they're trying to make it do some shit it's not supposed to do, and you know it. That's why it's taking more time. Trying to get the length. I'm going to force this length to be seen. It don't want to be seen. You got 4C here. Let the shit stay shrunk. It looks powerful shrunk. This look powerful. People want to sit up there and say, oh, I love broccoli. Why the hell don't you like your broccoli here? People want to say, I love the beer. The beer got some thick fur. But why the hell you don't like yours? You don't see people doing blow drying the beer. When beer's getting water and their hair is so thick, you don't see nobody saying, do the blowout of the beer before we put the beer on in the show, in the circus. You don't see nobody doing that. And braids, come on, y'all. Let's talk about the braids. Y'all know the braids help you not see your texture. You know when you put braids in, you can avoid seeing your 4C hair texture. You know because you're using gels, locking creams that make your braids look smooth, edge control, gelled up stuff. So like, oh, I can almost like kind of low-key fake. Like I got Cabbage Patch hair and braids. You know damn well. Come on now. I don't see nobody braiding their hair with just butter. I don't know nobody do that. I do. I put just my basic butter and water in my hair and braid it. That's it. You know why black folks don't do that? Because they know in a couple days it's not going to look 3A. They know that. It's not going to look 3A, and then I'm not going to like it. Then I'm going to be insecure. My comfort level is going to be disturbed. That's why. Cornrows too. Come on. let go of the jail. I ain't met one person of color that will cornroll their hair without jail, without a braid locking gel. You know what they're using braid locking gel? Because when you're cornrolling, it smooths, it makes the hair look like it's a cornroll Italian people's hair. And you know it. And you know it. I'm telling y'all, I'm not going to be gaslighted about that. Because I know what it does for my 4C. If I go get me some braid corn rolling gel and I braid this, it's going to look like thick Italian people's hair in the corn roll. That's what it's going to look like. It's not going to have a thick 4C type of nature to it. When you put braiding, locking, corn rolling gel in your hair, it thins the hair out. It makes it look like you twisted your hair while your hair was wet. But black folks don't want to talk about this because this is triggering them. It's triggering them. They say, I want more time out my schedule. Then why the hell are you doing all that? You don't need all that. You don't need all that. Why do you need that? Like, I'm really trying to understand why. You act like you're not going to die. Do y'all know in the nursing homes there's more white people alive? Y'all think that's because of their genetics? No, they're not wasting their damn energy. They're not spending 6 to 8 hours or even 4 hours on no damn hairdo every week. They're not. That's stressful on your heart. When you're stressing like, I need to get this perfect. I want flawless, snatched corn rolls. That's still stress, like cortisol levels, y'all. Cortisol levels. Then some of y'all say, how come I can't lose weight? How come I can't fast? All that braiding and corn rolling and twisting, you're still jacking up your stress levels. Somebody said my real hair. Exactly, y'all. Lock it up or wear it out. That's really the only options you have. Unless you want your edges gone, unless you want thinning hair, unless you want to be bald by the time you are in your 60s. Lock it up or wear it out. Okay? If you're worried about the elements in your hair, then all you do is you put a silk scarf around it like they used to do in the 50s. Get you a silk scarf, tie it around your hair, and go outside in the winter weather with it round and get you a fur. It has to be a fur hoodie so that it stays heated. Like get you a coat with an inlining of fur so that when you put it over your afro, there's heat in there. There's steam in there. The heat gets stuck in there so your hair don't dry out. But all that twisting, no, I'm good. I'm good. Like loose twist, y'all. Loose. Otherwise, I think it's borderline faking. When you get into the tight twist, nah, you're stepping into another hair texture. And y'all know y'all doing it. I mean, did y'all see Harriet Tubman with gel 2-strand twist? Did y'all see her with that? Did y'all see Harriet Tubman or Sojourner Truth? Did y'all see them with real gelled up 2-strand twist? No. No. Did you see Harriet Tubman with the white woman's wig on her head? No. How could y'all be so for the Harriet Tubman, Black Power, Sojourner Truth in the house, but you are not looking like them. You're looking like Betty Crocker. It's hard for me to think somebody is all for the black community when they are sitting up there looking like Martha Stewart. When they are sitting up there looking like Emily Dickinson. No. It's hard. I can't. I don't trust your words. I don't trust your words. Your words may sound powerful, but I don't see the courage. I need to see the courage on the outside as well. Like I need to see it. Y'all, I stay talking crap. I'm just saying. I be looking at people, they be like, yeah, the black community has been done like dirt. I'm looking at them like, I can't take you seriously when you sitting up there with um, Abraham Lincoln's wife's wig on your head. I can't take you serious. I can't. It's like, no, I'm good. No, I don't even know what you really look like. So how can I tell you? How can I take you seriously when you say you for equality? I'm for equality for black people, but not for hair equality. Like, because when I look at you, you still look like you looking like a white woman. So you're not for hair equality. So how can you say you for black equality? Like, how can you? Y'all, I'm good. I'm good. That's why I'm gonna go ahead and be solo, because I'm so tired of the hypocrites and people trying to hoodwink me right before my eyes. I hear a lot of black people when they talk to me, they be like, I'm for equality with the black community, yet they have yet to say that I'm beautiful when I don't have on makeup. They have yet to say, you got some beautiful thick hair. They have yet to say that. And they sit up there and say, Team Black. But let me go ahead and get me a flat iron or a hot press. And they'll be like, your hair looks nice. I'd be like, you ain't Team Black. You ain't Team Black. You ain't Team Black, babe. I'm just saying, y'all. I know some people going to be triggered on here. But if you really want to stand for the cause, if you like, I'm trying to make a statement. I'm trying to not cater to the racist populating, dominating America. Start proving it with the way you look. Start proving it with the way you look. Stop trying to have white woman's hair, but African hairstyle. Y'all, that don't even make no sense. I want 3A looking hair, but I want Bantu knots. Y'all... y'all, I'd be like, my goodness. Ignorance really is bliss. Ignorance really is bliss. I'm like, if you go look back at African history, do they look like they got 3A here with Bantu? Do they look like they got 2A here with Bantu knots? No, they don't. Woo! Y'all, I'ma head on out. I vibe with y'all, but I'm done, y'all. I'm a hermit now. I'm hermit, y'all. I just rather be by myself. I'm good. Because I'm tired of people, every time they're tested to see if they really for African American excellence or black excellence or black unity, they always fail. They fail right in front of my eyes. And I'm tired, y'all. I don't got time for people not practicing what they're preaching. You know, America say, oh, we're not racist. We're about growth and profits. But then when somebody show up that's black and we're about growth and profits, why do you hate? Why do you hate? Why do you hate? Because you're full of BS. Full of BS. Well, I'm about education, making America great again, where people go back to their books and read and educational. Okay, cool. Black people show up. We're like, let's do this. Let's go. Let's get educational. I'm gonna show you what I know. I'm gonna learn. I'm gonna show you I'm interested in reading and learning and literature. And then you get disrespectful. So, as long as we don't come off as educated and as powerful as Massa and the Coons, We good, huh? We good. We're making America great again. Long as we don't show that we on the same intellectual level or higher, we are for making America great again. Right? Because that's what I'm saying. You can only show, but you're so smart, or you're not trying to make America great again. If you're black, you're not. Y'all, I'm done. Act a little dumb now. You got to dumb yourself down a little bit, or you're not making America great again. If I can see, this is what they say, if I can see your face is black, you better act dumber than me. You better not say some shit that I don't know. Or you're not making America great again. I've been in enough groups to know this as a fact. I've been in over 100 groups in the last 3 months, and this is the same thing. If I go to share how I wrote something, or what inspired me to write it, or my technique, or whatever, somebody comes in and say, well, everybody's different. Somebody white will say, everybody got a different process, so they won't even say, oh, that's a nice technique. I would love for you to post it in the comments so other people can learn how you did it. They won't say that. They'll say, well, everybody got their own way of doing it, so, oh, okay, bye. Because I wasn't dumb enough, y'all. I wasn't dumb enough. I'm telling you, no lie. Y'all, I'm telling you, no lie. It's like, it'd be like, I hate that I get that feeling like, okay, how smart am I going to act? Can't act too smart, or I'm gonna have to fight. If I show that I'm really smart in what I'm doing, I'm gonna have to fight. That we shouldn't have to have that anxiety. We should not have that anxiety where it's like they'll hang up the phone on me, or they'll block me, or they'll cut the conversation off, or they'll isolate me, or they'll overtalk me, or they'll make up a new rule to make it seem like I was out of line for showing I was smart. Is any of those things going to happen to me if I show I'm smart? Oh God, I pray that it don't. I'm sick and tired of praying for my brain. I mean, damn, I already got to pray for my body. Why do I got to pray for my brain when I show up in these learning groups? Yo, I'm telling you. No, cooning is not that profitable. You're wrong. You're wrong. You're wrong. Cooning is not that profitable. No, it's not. You ain't see too many coons be left in master's house. Coons are replaceable. They come dime a dozen. Yo. Coons are replaceable. You come dime a dozen. The master got you walking on eggshells. Because you up in his crib. You better walk on eggshells if you up in his house. Roaming around and seeing his shit and having access to his shit. You better walk on eggshells. You walking on more eggshells than the field person. Don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted. There are more eyes on you. Because you have more access to his shit. There's more eyes on you. And as soon as your eyeball look at something a little bit too long, you're replaceable. These coons come dime a dozen. Why y'all think they at every job? You can't get away from them. You say, I'm going to take the lowest of job out here to get away from these coons. And there they come. They come right out the cut. You be like, damn, I'm in the back making sandwiches and there's a coon back here. Yo. You be like, I'm working all the way in the back on dishes and there's a mother effing coon back here. Woo, child. They got a backup of coons like they got from the movie The Robot. You know the robot movie with Will Smith, how they had all those robots in the warehouse? That's what America got. They got a storage facility that's just stored up with coons. They got them stored up. They send them out there like bloodhound dogs on us. Like, go get them. Go get them. They say, child, we didn't hire us a Harriet Tubman. We're going to have to get us a coon out of the factory. We're going to have to get us a coon out here to get her ass. We're going to have to get one. That's... I'm telling y'all that my intuition consistent. I think we're all given a coon test when we get hired, okay? And if you don't pass the coon test, they go through everybody on the job. They go through all their evaluations and they say this person, they most likely one of our best coons. So we're going to send this coon after this Harriet Tubman new employee. Okay? That's what we're going to do. They're going to be our spy camera. Our Harriet Tubman spy. We want them to spy on all the Tubmans in here. I'm telling y'all, they even got them in y'all neighborhood. Y'all got coons that's hanging out in the mayor's office. Some of y'all neighbors is coon. They right there. They on the housing committee. They on the environmental team of your neighborhood. They on the property tax team. They up in that damn office with those mayors, and they letting them know this new neighbor, she ain't falling in line. She ain't falling in line. So we might have to push her out the neighborhood. I'm telling y'all, ain't shit changed. Y'all think we left the 1950s? No, we still there. We are still there. They're just being sneakier about it. Somebody said, we still there. They just, we not gonna do it in front of them. We're gonna hide the coonship as much as we can. But why don't these coons know that the fact that they acting like they don't see shit happening is letting us know they're coon? They don't have to talk like the coons did in the old days. They don't have to say, be grateful. Be grateful that you got a job. Be grateful that you got crumbs. They don't have to say that shit. We know they're a coon by them pretending like shit ain't happening on the job. That's how we know. Y'all, I got some hardcore coons around here. If y'all trying to do a coon hiring, go come on around here. Pennsylvania is coon land. I think this is the main base for the factory. I think one of the first factories for coon land was set up right here in Pennsylvania. Yo, that's why when black folks leave Pennsylvania, they say, "Ooh, child, I ain't going back there." They be wanting to say it's coon, but they be like, they don't know if I'm a coon, so they don't want to say it. But I be ready to say, you can say coon. Because I ain't no damn coon. You can say coon. They be wanting to say it's too coonish there. I can't go back to Pennsylvania. I be like, go ahead and say it. I can see it's on the tip of their tongue. Because they say, ooh, child. Whew. The black people be like, no, I can't. I can't go back there. Whew. I be like, why? They be like, I be like, it's cooned up. And that's when they'll go. I said, that's why I stay alone. I don't know. I'm telling you, if you come here to Pennsylvania and you think you're going to meet your friend, you're going to get played. If you're a black person coming to Pennsylvania and think you're going to be team black, like they're going to have my back, you're going to get played. You're going to get played. I'm telling you no lie. I'm telling you no lie. Pennsylvania is old Georgia now. It's Georgia before Martin Luther King. That's what Pennsylvania is. Pennsylvania is Georgia before all the protests, before all the people were fighting back the lynchers. Y'all can't. Before people were fighting back lynchers, lynches. I said lynchers, y'all. Before black people were fighting back the lynchers, that's Pennsylvania. All the coons, they left Georgia and came here. I'm telling you, don't lie. I didn't try it. Black people are very isolated here. A lot of black people are scared to talk to another black person here. They like, ooh, shit, you might be a coon. I can't talk. I can't. They call more police on you than the white folks. These coons will call police on you in a minute. You can't. They got cameras watching you. The coons got cameras on their porch facing your porch. They literally have cameras facing your porch so they can see what you doing. Not facing the street. They facing your crib. Man, when the one coon had a camera facing my house, my brother was like, is that a camera they got facing your house? Why the hell ain't the camera aimed at the street? I said, because they monitoring me. Man, my brother was like, he busted their camera out with a rock. He said, creepy motherfuckers gonna sit here and watch us. So we couldn't, they were trying, they want to make sure you're not smoking weed on your own porch. They want to make sure you're not drinking on your own porch. Let me tell you, it's so cooned up that even some of the white people who aren't racist are sick of these coons. Y'all, there's white people around here who aren't racist, and they're sick of the coons. They are sick of them. This is no lie. I literally heard 2 Irishmen, okay? They were white, they were Irishmen. They were like, what's up with all the damn cameras watching my crib around here? I said, me too. He said, they got the cameras aimed at my house. That's what this Irish dude said. I said, me too. He said, why the hell? I said, and if you go look at the neighbors, it's all black folks doing it. I'm telling y'all, it's not white people with their cameras aimed at people's houses. It's all the black folks doing it. They got their cameras aimed at other black folks and white Irish people. We can't do nothing here. I haven't been able to have no parties, y'all. They gonna see everything. They gonna see everything. Y'all, I have to tell my neighbor, I have to tell my family members, no, you can't smoke on the porch. They be like, I'm trying to smoke my joint. I be like, camera. Don't you see? They even got a poster. That says, smile, you're on camera. So if I sit on my porch and I sit there, there's a picture to say, smile, you're on camera. I'm like, seriously? Y'all, it's crazy around here. It's crazy. You know it's bad when an Irish person complains. So when y'all say I'm just paranoid, no. My white neighbors that live a couple houses up, they're Irish. They're redhead dudes. They was like, what's up with all the fucking cameras like aimed at my crib? I'm sick and tired of this shit. And I told the dude, I said, that's my house right there. And you see the camera aimed at it right there. I said, and there's another camera aimed on the side of my house. He was like, why are they doing that? I said, because they're watching us. They're reporting shit to the police. Hi, everybody. Yeah, so nobody could do nothing, y'all. Nobody could do nothing. My neighbor next door, she's a old-fashioned black lady. She keeps to herself. Her grandsons were playing basketball, and they were smoking some joints while they was playing in her yard, though. Y'all, on her own property. They called the police on them. They called the police on the black guys minding their own business, playing basketball on their grandmother's property, smoking a joint, and they called the cops. I saw it with my own eyes. And when they saw the cops coming, they stopped, they dropped the ball and went down the alleyway and left. And I went out to the door. I said, you know, the cops came to your house. She said, yeah, my grandsons were minding their own damn business. They came knocking on my door. I said, I didn't answer the door because she said, they're allowed to play basketball, do what they want on my own property. She said, these fuckers need to stop calling the cops on my own cops when we're not doing nothing. Yep. Yep. They will come for that. Over here. Over here. Smoking while black on your own property. Drinking while... What they'll do is they'll lie and say you're disturbing the peace when you're not. They don't want to see you smoke no weed on your own property. They don't want to see y'all. It's got so bad with these coups that the neighbors across from me, they put fences up around their house. They're sick and tired of people's cameras aimed at their yard. So the two white dudes that live across, they put up fences. And then when they see me, they say, how you doing? They always speak to me, y'all. They will not speak to none of the coons. Y'all, there's two white dudes that I told y'all I was talking out there. They look kind of Irish. They speak to me, but I noticed they don't speak to the coons. And they put up fences. I said I saw that they raised their fences were lower, their fences are higher now. So during COVID, they raised their fences. I said they got tired of that damn camera being on their property. Yep. That's a damn shame. That's a damn shame. That is, but well, how you gonna sit up there and have your camera facing somebody's porch? me and my family members was on my porch. We drinking moonshine, y'all. We drinking moonshine. Don't be shocked. I like a little moonshine sometimes. So we have a moonshine place around here that makes moonshine. And it's real good, y'all. It's not like that street alcohol. So there's a place around here that sells moonshine. If y'all like moonshine, I'll start sharing some of the moonshine that I buy so y'all can see it. So I was drinking apple pie moonshine. My family members was drinking like pineapple, sweet potato pie moonshine. We had different kinds. This is when we got done with the shutdown. You know, we were allowed to have family members over. So once the shutdown was over, my family here, we were finally able to be together. So I hosted the party. We had pizza. I bought the pizza. I bought the moonshine. You know, we had the weed. We had everything in here, y'all. We call ourselves everything but crack, y'all. We don't do that. So we call ourselves sitting on the porch, turning up, minding our business. Minding our business. This wasn't after 11, so we was cool. Why the hell did we all turn and see this camera facing us? My nephew was like, is that a camera looking right at us? I said, let me look. And it said, smile, you're on camera. I said, no, they are not. No, they do not got that damn camera on the side of their house to videotape us now. Really? I said, come on in, y'all. I said, because as soon as they see y'all smoking too much weed, they going to say, we got drugs here. They're going to call the cops. So we had to come in here. Don't you know the dude that lived next door? He stopped having his get-togethers on his porch because the camera's facing him too. So they got their camera to watch me and the black dude. There's a black dude that lived next door. Okay? He's a hermit. He keeps to himself. They got the camera facing him and me. We both being videotaped. So you know what he did? Sorry about that, y'all. I'm back, y'all. So it just froze. I'm trying to see what y'all saying. Somebody said you think they want to have good relations with their neighbors. They don't care about that here. They want to control your energy. In Pennsylvania, I'm gonna tell y'all about Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania is the worst place for a black person to live. Don't ever buy land here. Don't ever move here. If you move here, I guaranteed, I'm willing to put $50 on it. Within 1 year, you're going to want to move out. You're going to say, I should have never came here. Okay? It happens to every black person that moves here. They're ready to sell their property and leave. In Pennsylvania, this is what people don't know about the history of Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania fought to the very end to support the South. They was for the South, y'all. Pennsylvania was not for the North during the Civil War. It was for the South. Okay? It was for the South, which is why some of the slaves that was with the Underground Railroad, when they came to Pennsylvania and had to hide out, they still was not able to say they was a slave in the South. Otherwise, some of the white people and the coons here in Pennsylvania, they would ship them back to the South to be slaves again. So this is why Pennsylvania is the worst place. It has so many, there's so much KKK here. There's so many white supremacists here. It is ridiculous. Some of the most high profile racist cases have happened here. So you're constantly monitored as a black person. You're literally walking on eggshells. Like, it's literally crazy. Okay? So it's like you have extreme anxiety, here in Pennsylvania. If you speak up to somebody, they'll call the cops on you real fast. And the cops will not take your side. They won't. Okay? They will literally, even if you were in the right, they will literally get aggressive with you. They will tell you to shut up, stay in your place. It's really, really bad here. Okay? Trump won Pennsylvania each time. Just Pennsylvania was where people was getting run over when they were protesting. When Trump was running for president the first time, and there was that peaceful protest, the black people were marching and Irish people, those were white supremacists that was running them down with their cars. That happened here in Pennsylvania. So don't buy no property here if you're black. Don't. All the schools that's in the black communities are trash. They put no money in any of the black public schools here. None. The black public schools here look like prisons. They look like a broken down, abandoned prison. That's what they look like. See, some of y'all need to, if you're black, you need to start talking to other black people about their state so you know whether you need to go there or stay the hell away from there. Stay the hell away from Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania is no longer an abundant place for black people creatively. It used to be when Billie Holiday would visit and sing at the Crawford Grill. It used to be when the one singer, I forget her name, to sing Stormy Weather. It used to be when Nikki Giovanni used to perform and Rita Dove used to come near and stuff. It's no longer that place. It has become a very slave type of place. It's nothing but a factory, like the movie Robots. That's all it is. Okay? There is no real fun scenes here. Most of our nightclubs don't even exist. The places that are left are predominantly white, and they'll look at you like, why the hell you here? Okay? So if you are going out for entertainment, it's not multicultural, really. It's not. So there's no sense of coming to Pennsylvania. You come to Pennsylvania, this is what you come to Pennsylvania, okay? Because it's like they still got the like slave mindset, like just be happy to get crumbs. So if you're trying to build a business where you're at, and you want some hard-working 9 to 5 employees, you come to Pennsylvania to get them. But other than that, there's no reason to come here. There's none. Okay? Our wages are so low, it's ridiculous. They're still paying people $8 an hour here. They're still paying people $8 an hour to run entire gas stations by themselves. They're still doing it. Pennsylvania is ran by a lot of racist people, so they don't give a damn about paying their black employees. They don't care. You can go to HR all you want. You can file a complaint all you want, and you will be blacklisted. The moment you resign from your job after filing a complaint in Pennsylvania, you will be blacklisted. These white corporations in Pennsylvania, they stick together. Okay? They stick together. I'm not saying that there's all racist people on the jobs, but it's a high amount of them. And the ones that aren't racist, they're scared. And it's just the truth. A lot of the white people here who aren't racist, they're scared to rock the boat. They're scared because they know how powerful these corporations are here. All teamed together with Heinz Ketchup. Some of the most important corporations are here, like UPMC. So they're scared to rock the boat. All right? So when you meet white people here and you say, well, why come they ain't racist, but they're not doing nothing about it? They're scared to end up like you here. And that's just the truth. The black public school systems are so behind here that a lot of black people don't even know how to read here. Like, this is real. It's real easy to meet somebody 40 years old who can't read here and they're black. It's a huge literacy problem here. They can't read contracts. They don't know how to do their taxes. It's bad. It's bad, y'all. It's bad. When you see the ghettos in Georgia, because I've been to the ghettos in Georgia as well. When you see the ghettos in Georgia, that's most of Pennsylvania. You say, wow, Georgia got some real shacky looking areas. That's common here. That's common. That's normal here. There isn't like a specific area. The only way to avoid that is you would have to literally move out far into the suburbs, like far out, like an hour out in Pennsylvania. Otherwise, and then if you do move to areas that's like almost an hour away from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, it's like you have to be initiated or they'll push you out. So if you do move to a community that's high value, you have to do a lot of butt kissing if you're black. Like, you have to kiss butt. Like, it's like an initiation or some shit. Because I've lived in plenty of white high value communities. And I had to cater to their comfort. Like, if they didn't like the music I was playing, I couldn't play it. I had to be flawless. We had to have our property super flawless or complaints. I had to be super friendly. It was just like ridiculous. Okay? And the moment they don't like you, best believe they will use the police to get you out of there. You can resist all you want, but you're going to get so tired of dealing with false police calls. And then the police will never tell you who made the false police call. So some of y'all may say, I'm sick and tired of these racist people calling the police on me, false police calls. You will never know who called it. Like, you'll say, I'd like to know who did the false so I could press charges, so I could sue. They're not going to tell you. They're not going to tell you. They're not going to tell you. And the moment that the police is called on you, your entire life is investigated. Over one police call, false police call, They will then, if you have kids, child care services will come then. It's one time, y'all. When I tell y'all one time, and if you have a child, they will also say, "Oh, we need child protective services involved," even though they don't even have nothing on you with that. It'll be like you need full inspection. It's really, really crazy. I got in literally a 3 minute argument. Like this was literally like less than 5 minutes with my teenage daughter. I did not hurt her. I did not curse. I did not push her. Nothing. When I tell y'all nothing, she raised her voice at me for something that was real bad she was doing. I ain't even going to say it because I'm going to protect her privacy and mine. But something that was bad. And when she raised her voice, I said, "Stop raising your voice at me." And she kept raising her voice about it. And I was just so outraged by what she did. It was like foul. And I raised my voice back at her. And she was a teenager. She was 16 years old. She was older. She was not 11, 12. She was a teenager. They called the cops on me. We was in my house. This was like a 3 minute mini heated argument. Police came. They said my daughter was in danger. They said, and I know they said black woman because they came right to me. Okay, right to me. Don't you know when my daughter spoke to them, my daughter didn't even know how to react because she was like, I don't like, why are they even here? Like, don't you know when I spoke to child care services, they were like, the moment we spoke to her, it was unfounded. But we got to finish the visit because it's protocol. I said, this is just unbelievable. Like, and then when I walked them through the house, she looked like she was so shocked by my abundance that she actually said something. I'm like, okay, so somebody must have told this lady other lies. They must have told her, yeah, she's starving the girl. The girl don't be lies, like straight up lies. Now y'all don't know my daughter. My daughter's a straight up rebel. She would have never tolerated me starving her or keeping her unclean. My daughter is a natural activistic type rebel child. Always have been, always will be. So we were like really shocked by those lies. When the CYS lady looked at my refrigerator, she was like, wow, you have all this food and all this juice. I'm surprised by that. I was like, what? What the fuck is that supposed to mean? When she said that. When she turned to my water, she said, you got running water and warm water? I said, yeah. I was like, they really told some lies so that she would come. I was just so shocked. My daughter was so upset by them because she thought she was going to be grounded because she thought I would think she lied. She was so upset that she went off on them. My daughter literally went off on CYS. Okay. They said we tried to talk to her and she went off. I said to myself, no, they tried to influence her. They tried to get her to lie on her mother. That's what. And she did not like the shit. So she went off on them. That's what happened. She said, the lady said, we couldn't even really talk to her. She was going off, like really just upset that we were questioning her because there was no need to question. So then I spoke to my daughter. I said, do they be doing you like that in high school? She said, yeah, Mom. She said that they interrogate me to ask me, how do I know the things I know? They make me stand up in front of all the other teenagers and prove that I didn't cheat on my homework. So they be trying to make it like I'm in here, me and my husband in here doing her homework. Like I don't educate my child. Y'all, that's just how racist it is around here. And then I understood why she was so upset. The thing that she did that day was jeopardizing her scholarship. And she was under, how can I say this? Somebody was trying to trap my daughter with lust. Somebody was trying to trap my daughter with lust. And somebody was trying to trap her with spell work. Trying to make her throw away her education and her scholarship to be intimate with some strange boy. Somebody was catering to teenagers doing inappropriate shit. And I had a problem with that. And they were making my daughter think that I was just trying to keep her from experiencing dating. I was trying to protect her from the lust spirit. She was being seduced. Okay. She basically did not want the police officer and CYS in her business. She was embarrassed. They were trying to get her to tell them while we were arguing. And it was none of their business. She wanted them to tell, she didn't want to say because she was being seduced, sexually seduced, and all that type of stuff by somebody that wasn't in my home. Somebody I didn't know. Okay? Had her in their house in an inappropriate environment. And when I found out, I was highly upset. And I told her she could never go there, and that I was going to be taking her to school, and that I didn't want her around those teenagers who were loose and out there doing stuff. I didn't want her to lose her scholarship by being a teenage pregnant woman, pregnant girl. They tried to make it seem like I was out of line because I stood my ground and told her, hell no. That just goes to show how the system is corrupted. Okay? She told them I wasn't abused. My mother didn't hit me. She didn't yell at me. She didn't do that. But they wanted her to tell what the argument was about. She didn't want to tell. So they tried to say she has a problem with authority. I said, she don't have a problem with authority. It's none of your damn business. She said she wasn't hurt. She said she's taken care of. That was all y'all came to find out through that fake ass call. Y'all know that. Y'all don't need to know why I had to overpower her voice to make her understand that she was about to be involved with statutory rape. Okay? That was going to happen to her. And I was not going to stand by quietly in this soft mom and let that shit go down. I was not going to do it. You know, I put two of her friends out of here before because they was in here thinking that they were going to do teenage sexual stuff in my living room like I don't see. And then they went to somebody else's house and had my daughter involved in that shit. And I put my foot down. They should have been commending me for stopping something that could have got the law involved. Because I kept putting my foot down with her about that. My daughter's in her 20s. She's not a pregnant teenager. She don't have a baby. She's not baby unmarried. She has a good job, has a good car. She has everything nice going in her life. But they try to say that I was a bad parent because I stood my ground against her brainwashing. But what gets me is because I have a deep voice. I'm bad for my daughter. It cracks me up. Like the white women around here, they be screaming, high-pitched screaming. Even some of the Mexican women that live across the street. Some of the Italian women that live over there, they got high-pitched screaming voices. Because I said in my deep, natural, deep tone, black woman's voice, I'm not having it, and that's that. And you're going to get taken to school. Don't you ever raise your voice and scream at me again. That's what I told her. I said, don't you ever in your life. And you're getting taken to school because we're not doing statutory rape. We're not doing it. You're not going to have drugs and alcohol and sex in my house. I told her that. And then somebody called the police on me. I lost all faith in this system when that happened. Because I know they heard the argument. The door was open. So I know the lady who, I know there was only one lady that was getting in her car. So I know who called the police. The rest of the people be at work. So it was her. I know she heard me say that. And she would call the police. I'm trying to protect my daughter. And now I gotta deal with this shit. Y'all, I was like, here I was having anxiety attacks, scared that my daughter was having sex with a grown-ass man. I'm like, worried about that he can, maybe something happened and she's tied up. Because I found a bottle of alcohol stashed in my house and it wasn't mine. Nobody would come clean about it. And then I had to deal with CYS. I was like, this is some bullshit. And here I'm sitting up there working in that field. I'm literally a healthcare specialist working with insane people. I have a license to work with mentally sick people. So here I am. I'm going to lose my job over this. Like they're going to fire me because I'm not going to be able to work with dementia people dealing with a full CYS case. So I'm not going to be able to provide child support if I get fired over this bullshit. So I had to make sure that that false shit did not somehow get on my record and affect my FBI, my clearances. So she said, it's not going to be on your record because it was unfounded, but they still be able to see that we were called. I said, this is some bullshit. This is wrong, you know? And I was just so upset. So I switched careers because I didn't want to have to explain, no, it was unfounded. No. I didn't do anything. It was unfounded before she came to my house. Before she even saw my effing face, it was unfounded. So I don't want to have to explain that to employer after employer. So I said, I'm not going back to the mental health field. I'm not. Because anybody can frame somebody for some shit out here and then you lose your job in that field. I don't got time for that. Hi, everybody. She literally said, you have running water. Wow, I'm like, it was like she expected me to have no food. I could tell she was going by the stereotype of black people's homes. We don't keep breakfast. We only keep fried chicken and watermelon in here. And I'm thinking in my head, she obviously don't know that black people like to eat. Like, come on, what world are you from? I could go in the ghetto and find plenty of food. Kool-Aid, fried chicken, everything in people's homes, even in the ghetto. So I'm like, where'd she get that stereotype from? Like, I'm like, don't she see how thick I am? Thick as I am, and you gonna think there ain't gonna be no food in here. Y'all, it's crazy. It was like she gave me a sucker or a sticker and was like, good job for having food. That's how I felt, like one of the little scratch stickers they put on your homework. Good job for having food. I was like, yo. Oh, it's just crazy, y'all. It's crazy. Um, I after that I was just like Pennsylvania. They want to they want to divide black families. That's what they do here, and I'll just roll by myself. If that was in Pennsylvania that that thing happened on the wine train. I think it was, if I recall, it was in Pennsylvania that those girls was kicked off the train, the wine train, and they wasn't even fighting. They was just laughing and having a good time. Those black girls were kicked off the train. They was discriminated against. That was in Pennsylvania, y'all. The Johnny Gamage case was in Pennsylvania. Charles Dixon was my uncle. I don't know if y'all know that. My uncle Charlie that was killed by the police, that was illegally killed by the police. That was my uncle. So I know how racist this state is. That was my Uncle Charlie, y'all. My aunt's husband, who was suffocated to death by the police in Pennsylvania. I'm not gonna talk too much. It's just I can't talk too much. I start getting sick and I start crying. I just start crying thinking about that. That's fucked up. That y'all. It's just. Ugh. It's just wow. Every time I think of that happening to my Uncle Charlie, he was a nice guy. He wasn't even the one that did the crime. They took it out on him. He wasn't even the one. He literally died because they were just scared and intimidated by him. Because he was a real big guy. And that's just crazy. He didn't have no drugs and alcohol. He wasn't an addict or anything like that. They literally took their aggression out on him. They suffocated my uncle until he was basically brain dead. And people say, well, didn't your aunt win her case? But that don't bring my Uncle Charlie back. Yeah, my aunt won. Yeah, my aunt got a large sum of money from her lawsuit. But my Uncle Charlie is still dead though, y'all. It's amazing that people don't remember the early cases. A lot of people think of George Floyd, but George Floyd wasn't the first person to say I can't breathe. My Uncle Charlie was the first black guy to say I can't breathe. When he was suffocated by the police, he said, I can't breathe. My Uncle Charlie. George Floyd was not the first victim to say that. It's just that nobody cared because he was an older guy. People think that baby boomers don't deserve justice. Just because he was an older man don't mean he didn't deserve to be murdered by the police. My Uncle Charlie was a selfless, generous man. He was a good guy. He always shared his property with family funerals. He was always more than willing to host the family parties and the receptions and all that. He loved being in my family. He loved being married to my aunt. And that was real effed up. That was real. Wow. Like wow. I just have not been able to really conceive of that for years. Like I just still. Whew. My family won't even talk about it because it's just so damn sickening. I'm gonna head on out, y'all. I'm gonna see y'all later. I gotta go to this workshop. Thanks for listening, everybody. Have a wonderful day. And if some of y'all think I'm lying about Charles Dixon, y'all can look up the case. That lady that's with him, Victoria, I got the same name as her. I was named after my aunt. My name is Victoria. Her name is Victoria. The lady that's with him, you can look up the case. That is my biological aunt. It's real. My mother is the woman that's with her. If you look at some of the pictures that the woman she's standing with, like in some of the photos, my mother went to all the hearings with her. My mother was her big. My mother passed, but my mother was her big sister, biological. So my mother was with her by her side when Charlie died. I found out about it while he was in the hospital, and I was on my way there. And when I was on my way there, they said he didn't make it. Hi, everybody. My family has never been the same since that incident. Never been the same. It's like a it's like a dark cloud over my family. Like, a lot of people angry. You can feel the anger. You can feel the bitterness in my family. My sisters and my brothers, they're like, they're older, so they can remember when my aunt married my Uncle Charlie. I was a little girl when they got married, but I was well up in my 20s when he was you know murdered. But my sisters and them, they're just like my older siblings. They're angry because they can remember, uh, they grew up with him as their uncle. They're older than me, so they were really little when he married my aunt. My older sister she's just pissed to the 10th degree because she actually was in his house more than I was. My older sister used to hang out at his house with my aunt. So she was around my uncle more than me. So she effing hates Pennsylvania. She literally hates the police. She literally, sometimes she just goes off. It's real sad, y'all. Everybody, y'all hear the stories of people being murdered by racist police, but when y'all meet someone who had a family member that were, it gets really real then. You can sit up there and say, "Oh yeah, I remember it was on the news," but you're talking to someone whose uncle is dead because of racism. So I hope what y'all feel, what I'm feeling, what I'm saying right now, that y'all don't forget what y'all feeling through this phone, so y'all can understand the true impact that it has on families. If it's impacting y'all out here, y'all can imagine what the hell we feel like. Just totally, just like disgusted. It's wow. My uncle Charlie was not even an aggressive dude. Like, he was a real chill type of dude. All he was doing was trying to talk to them about what happened with the dude, and they were getting real aggressive, and they just started getting aggressive, and one of them like grabbed him and was handling him wrong, and when he went to protect himself, they jumped him. If there had been no witnesses, they would have got away with that. It took like over 500 pounds to suffocate my uncle. He had like a lot of weight on him, like on his chest. To suffocate somebody by laying on them, as big as he was, it took a lot. It took every police officer to be on him like that. That's just crazy. I mean, my uncle Charlie was at least like 250, and he was tall, but he was a passive dude. Like he never raised his voice. He was a dude to try to like resolve things in peace or whatever. And they saw him as big as he was, like their life was in danger. And that's crazy. And it's crazy because he never put his hands on them. He never hit any of them. He never grabbed for their gun. He never did none of that. He never did none of that. Even after they was suffocating him, he never hit back. He never hit them back. They did him like that girl did Keisha. You know the Keisha? The girl that killed that girl Keisha on vacation. That's how they did my uncle. And maybe they wanted him to grab their gun or something, but it never happened. They murdered a passive dude and got away with it. Some people are passive people. Like other than when I'm standing up for when somebody is trying to really disrespect me, I'm overall a passive person. I've literally walked away and stayed quiet and said, okay, I'll be the one to walk away or whatever. Most people offline know me as a person like I don't start fights. I'd rather walk away or leave or whatever unless you just keep coming at me. Unless I have no way out, that's when it'll get bad. Other than that, I try to end things in peace, passively. So I know he was more passive than me, and I was a pretty passive person that was sitting next to my Uncle Charlie most of the time, next to not far from him and my passive aunt. But the point that I'm making is his passiveness was used against him. That's what it was. If he had been throwing fists when they was attacking him, they would not have thought they could do that. He could have knocked each one of them out as big as he was. One hit. But he didn't. He did not. He caught himself just going on what they were doing. And when and they just kept laying on him, sitting on him. When he said it hurt. He could have jumped up like a damn ass grizzly bear or whatever, or he could have swung on them the moment that they put hands on him. He could have swung. He could have. Somebody could have got hurt too, but he didn't. So people always say, don't resist arrest. He did not resist arrest. He did not do nothing to get arrested. He did not commit a crime. So what was the point? What was the point? They did not like that he said he didn't do nothing wrong, because he didn't. They didn't like that he spoke up and said, I didn't do nothing wrong, leave me alone. They felt like their power was tested. They wanted to test their power. They wanted to set an example for him speaking up and saying, leave me alone, and then do nothing wrong. Don't put your hands on me. And they still did. And they killed an innocent person. Hi, y'all. I'm going to see y'all later. I got to go, y'all. I'll talk to y'all for a while. Have a good one, everybody.